Live from Austin, Texas, with host Rosie Newberry. Local trends, shopping, and more. This is Studio 512.
Morning, y'all. For 20 years now, they've been offering curated vintage items to Austinites, and they're inviting you now to celebrate. Joining us now is the owner and founder of Feathers Vintage, Emily Hoover, and we're going to have a model, Eliana, join us shortly as well. Fun to talk about this stuff. Good morning, Emily.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having us.
Okay, 20 years ago, what inspired you to start Feathers Boutique? How did your store come to life?
So I went to UT actually for costume design, and then I decided to go to New York for a couple of years. Then when I decided to come back to Austin, I really thought that we needed to focus on having a curated vintage store, and that I wanted to bring back what I had learned in the fashion industry in New York, kind of bring that back to Austin, and then just create a really special piece that kind of blends New York style and curation with, you know, Texas vibes.
Cool. Okay, so little touch of New York in there, kind of in the way that like everybody has their own style.
Yes.
But the Texas vibes as well. I mean, you can't get away from a good pair of denim. I'm guessing you've got a couple of pairs of cowboy boots.
All of the above.
I knew it. Okay, let's talk about what Feathers has meant to the Austin community over the last 20 years. And you and I were just talking, 20 years ago was the year before Facebook was invented. It was a very different landscape.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about how things have changed.
Yeah, I mean, we started, there was no social media. We were on an old-fashioned cash register. We didn't have a website until years more recent. And I think that what we've meant to this community is that I started out as a little kid on the block on South Congress. We all know what that, you know, avenue means to this community and even the country. I'm thrilled to have been, you know, all these years, a place that has been known with South Congress. And we've seen stores come and go, obviously, and now I turn around and it's been 20 years and I'm one of the oldest stores that's on the avenue.
Wow.
And so obviously things that have changed are the social media. We've got a really big active placement on our website, and I would say what we've meant to the community is just that I love that someone can come into my shop, find something special, and then those items follow them around in their life, whatever they're doing, whether it be going to the park to walk your dog, going to dinner, going to the Grammys, and even some people have worn our pieces for their wedding day.
Oh, that is so touching. Yeah, and the gratitude you feel towards the community for keeping you alive all these years.
Absolutely. Couldn't have done it without such support from all of my customers and anyone that has worked with me.
Oh, lovely. Okay, let's talk about your curation process. We've touched on weddings. You are wearing a head-to-toe look from your own store. You actually do not take donations necessarily. People can't come and just drop off a bag, that sort of thing. So talk to me about how you decide what pieces come through the door and how they're so special.
Great question. So how we get our pieces is anyone can go on our website, set up a selling appointment. You can bring your stuff in. I like to go through everything, and I kind of like statement pieces, I mean, clearly. And so imagine a store filled with pieces that just pop out at you. They're going to pop out at everyone else. I truly believe in selecting pieces that are going to make people feel like they're expressing their unique individualism and just, you know, turning some heads. Yeah. And so we also have...
Where'd you get that from? Yeah, that's sort of exciting vibe.
I think it's my background of just being in the performing arts. Like my parents put me on stage in ballet when I was 3, and I grew up also playing the harp in the symphony.
Wow.
And so, you know, like lights on you on the stage. It's like, hey, it's your moment to shine, do something with it.
Okay, I love it. And you've made fashion a part of that. So we're going to talk about your 50-piece collection that you're doing for your 20th anniversary. You started all the way back in the 1890s.
Yeah, so I was trying to think about how I can show the best of Feathers, and we start, you know, clearly in the end of the 19th century, and then we have pieces up until now and everything in between. So I just wanted this to kind of be like an archival that offers the best of the best of all the fashion eras come and gone.
I have to see some of those pieces. Okay, I'm going to bring you towards me just a little bit, and we're going to bring out your model for today, Eliana. Eliana, why don't you come out and join us? And Eliana looks So fabulous. So talk to me about this incredible sparkly spangly top that she has got
so
on.
This is a really amazing hand-beaded caftan from Michael Volbrock.
Wow.
He's known for doing a lot of really fun things like in the 70s and 80s, and I just thought it's just like such a fun statement piece. And then we've got it here with like your supporting actor of these killer leather bell bottoms.
Yeah, leather bell bottoms, low rise. I can't do it, but good on you, Eliana, because you can. If you wouldn't mind, give us a little spin, show us all the way around. I mean, that is like hosting people for cocktails, the perfect little top.
Absolutely.
Oh.
And it doesn't necessarily say vintage either. I like to pick pieces that still have like a modern connotation to them.
Absolutely. Yeah, I could watch her twirl all day. So fun. Eliana, thank you so much. And I'm going to send you back, Emily, if that's okay. Let's talk about the look that you're wearing, because this is actually so cool. This is American history. Right here, the jacket that you're wearing.
Yeah, so this is what's called a souvenir jacket, and over in Korea and Japan, people would bring these back during the war. It's from silk, so this is probably 40s, 50s. It's also fully reversible. It's got a tiger on the other side, and I just think these are so special, and yes, you're absolutely right, it is a piece of American history.
Yeah, and then the jeans. I mean, people are going to be looking at these jeans thinking, I got to get me a pair of these.
Right, so someone took these amazing Levi's and seriously just went to town with the bedazzler.
So this is one of a kind.
Yes, they are truly one of a kind. Those are some of my most special things, or things that some, grandmother or just some kid just like went in and went to town and just made something that will never exist anywhere else.
Absolutely, so special. Okay, and in our last 30 seconds here, you've got a big anniversary celebration planned. Can you tell me a little bit more about it?
Yes, so Friday at our store in South Congress from 5 to 8, we're hosting a really huge party. It's sponsored by a really amazing company called Desert Doors. Yeah,
So
Texas
tall?
So Tall. We're gonna have some really fun cocktails that they're gonna be serving up. And then we've even got like a balloon arch. We've got people coming to take photographs. And then if you come to the party, we've got the exclusive availability to shop this collection. And then if you can't come at 8 p.m., the collection is going to go live on our website.
Love it. Okay, so get in early, so make sure you get what you want. But if you can't be there, be on Facebook at 8 p.m. Okay, that sounds good to me. Thank you so much for your time today,
Thank
Emily.
you so much. I really appreciate it.
Okay, for more information, guys, visit feathersvintage.com or check them out on social media. What a cool place at Feathers Vintage Austin. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by the Austin Habitat for Humanity Restore. The Austin Habitat for Humanity Restore is the fundraising arm of Austin Habitat for Humanity, and it means shopping and donating, all for a great cause. There's also something new on the horizon for frequent guests. Ben White Restore Assistant Manager Bianca Rodriguez is here to tell us more about it. And Bianca, if you wouldn't mind, for those who may not know, can you remind us about Austin Habitat for Humanity Restore?
Sure. Austin Habitat for Humanity Restore is a nonprofit. What makes us unique is we have a wide variety of inventory, anything from building materials, clothing, shoes, appliances, and furniture. We also have brand new items as well, such as butcher blocks, flooring, and doors. Each purchase helps build our family's hope in affordable homes for right here in Central Texas.
You guys brought these in. I was absolutely blown away. How do y'all turn leftover plastic into these pieces, and how does it further Habitat's mission?
So this is created by our Recreated team at our Ben White location. These items are specifically made there. They are recycled plastic totes, containers from donations. They are also available for purchase at the Austin Restore at our Ben White location.
And as I said in the beginning, you've just launched something exciting for shoppers. Can you tell us about the new Restore Rewards program, which I deserve to be in because I bought like 3 couches from y'all?
Yes, so our loyalty program, customers earn 1 point for every $1 spent there. Those points can be redeemed at your next purchase for $5 off a donated item. You'll also earn points every single time that you shop with us.
And of course, shopping is one way to help, and that's my favorite way to help. A little bit of a shopaholic myself. But people can also, of course, donate. So what should viewers know about donating to the Restore?
So you can donate at any of our 3 locations, 7 days a week during store hours. Donation doors do close 1 hour before closing. Donations, we accept anything from furniture, appliances, generally used clothing and shoes, as well as building supplies.
Wonderful. And it's great if we can bring it to you, but for a small fee, you guys can also come get it from us.
Actually, it's actually free now. So you can actually get a pickup Monday through Saturday.
Everything you can imagine, y'all, and they've got something new every single day. So Bianca, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
To learn more about the Restore and how your support makes a difference, visit shopaustinrestore.com. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by the Austin Habitat for Humanity Restore. Welcome back, everybody, for our Mental Health Monday today. We're going to get active in learning about how to use a life-saving medication, naloxone. Dr. Tara Carnes-Wright is the Executive Director of Naloxone Texas, and Nick Sadecki is here from Communities for Recovery to talk to us a little bit more about the lay of the land. We're happy to have you both. Good morning.
Good morning, Rosie.
Good morning, Rosie.
Thank you both for being here. We've got expertise from a couple of different angles, which I'm interested to hear more about. But Dr. Tara, we're going to start with you. Why is the initiative of giving out free training and free naloxone kits so important right now, especially for students and campuses, because we've just gone back to school?
Yeah, that's a great question. You know, since COVID, we've seen this huge increase in overdose deaths nationally, but also here in Texas. And we find that it's our job to educate folks on what an overdose looks like, how we can simply reverse it with something like naloxone. And it's really important for our college-age population because individuals ages 18 to 45, that's the #1 cause of death is a fentanyl overdose. And we have a way of saving lives. And we want to make sure that our college students and their families and their friends and the universities all have an understanding of how do we save lives.
It is, I know, that time period where kids tend to get a little experimental.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the lay of the land here in just a second, if you wouldn't mind. But what exactly, Dr. Tara, is naloxone, if you wouldn't mind describing it for me, and how does it work in the body?
Yeah, so naloxone, it's a little device like this.
It's teensy.
It's really small, and Nick's going to give us a really great demonstration in a little bit. But it's a device that you can carry with you anywhere. It's a tool in your tool belt, and it works by a medication that is put in the body through the nose. And what it does is knocks off the opioids from the receptors in your brain.
Oh.
And so you have these receptors that are directly for opioids, and the naloxone will go in and knock them off and prevent that overdose from occurring.
What an incredible medication.
Yeah, it really is.
Because this can be life-saving.
Absolutely.
It absolutely is life-saving. It's an opioid antagonist, so it allows the brain to resume normal breathing function on its own for 30 to 90 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then, of course, that's the amount of time that you want to get that person help, get them into a hospital.
100%.
Yeah.
You've done this before. Yeah.
And Nick, talk to me a little bit more about just what's going on out there right now. What are you guys seeing, especially as you work in a place that's for active recovery?
It is, absolutely. We've seen the landscape change over the last decade to a very dangerous environment right now. There's a lot of illicitly manufactured counterfeit pharmaceuticals out there. You can never tell what's real and what's not. And there's more people dropping than there should be, for sure. We're losing 300 people per day across the U.S. That's the equivalent of 2 Boeing 737s crashing and killing everybody aboard every single day. We can't afford to lose any more people.
Yeah. And so often people don't know that they're consuming that level of opioid, especially fentanyl, I know has found its way into lots of different drugs that people don't know about.
Yeah, the biggest factor is people who are exposed unintentionally. They don't have a tolerance for an opioid. Even somebody who does have a tolerance for an opioid doesn't have a tolerance for one that's that powerful. It's 50 to 100 times more potent than morphine. And someone who has no tolerance for an opioid at all is at an even greater risk of overdose death if there's no somebody to respond and give them naloxone and some oxygen.
Yeah. And you're going to give us a little demonstration, because I can't believe how easy it is actually to intervene in a positive way and possibly save someone's life. But I want to first talk about Communities for Recovery. Can you tell me what you do?
Communities for Recovery is a recovery community organization. It's a nonprofit here in Austin. We have a spot on the Austin State Hospital campus. We work with people at all stages of recovery. We meet them where they're at. We walk through their journey with them. We support, encourage, and provide resources as much as we possibly can. We've been gifted a grant from Naloxone Texas to be the naloxone distribution hub for Region 7. So Region 7 is 23,000 square miles, so we have a nice big job ahead of us, and we're chipping away at it one day at a time.
Yeah, okay, well done on you. And when people are coming in for recovery, I know that it can be for all sorts of different things, but have you seen a pretty big upswing in the opioid, asks for help?
Especially among emerging adults. So the younger crowd is the one that's the only thing they know is what's been available on the streets recently. So it's the younger crowd that has started to get recovery in their mind. They want to get off fentanyl. They want to get away from fentanyl. They want to live. They've got a huge will to live, and they want to survive.
Okay. Well, it's an important work that you do, and now you're going to do a little bit more important work.
Yeah.
Talk to us about these little sprayers and how we can intervene in a way that could save someone's life.
Okay, so if someone is in an opioid overdose, whether it's intentionally or otherwise, the three big signs are unconscious, unresponsive, and not breathing. It may be changing color, might be vomiting, making a gurgling noise, something like that. In that event, you would get out a naloxone device. It's very simple to open. It's a lot like a Flonase. Pull the device out of its package. This one happens to be expired, so I can't give it away. You put your fingers there, your thumb on the trigger, and you just stick this in either nostril. It doesn't matter which one. The sinuses, mucous membranes are very permeable. They don't even have to be breathing for it to take effect. And then just give it a press, and it will spray all the naloxone into their sinuses. Try to wait 3 minutes for it to take effect. And if you have 911 on the way and they're still not breathing, you can provide rescue breaths, which is basically CPR without chest compressions. 1 breath every 5 seconds. I like to say it's the same as a course of staying alive.
Yeah.
If they're not getting one breath
from the Heart Association.
Yes, if they're not getting 1 breath every course of staying alive, they're not getting enough oxygen.
Okay.
So this allows the brain to start breathing functions on its own for 30 to 90 minutes. If this wears off, it could go into a long roller coaster of overdose and revive. So always call 911 to have help on the way.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And for somebody who, maybe we're confused, maybe they're having a stroke or something like that.
This won't do any damage.
That is my big question. So it's to your benefit to always do the single spray, because you could save a life and you're not going to harm them.
Correct, yeah.
Wow, that's a really big thing, y'all. Okay.
It's an inert substance on anything but an opioid.
Okay. All right. And then just real quickly, Dr. Tara, how can schools, student orgs, even, businesses, that sort of thing, get help from y'all?
NaloxoneTexas.com is our website, so it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Anyone in Texas can order from us on the website, and you can also request training, or you can watch the training on the website. We also work with our local distribution hubs like Nick and Communities for Recovery. So if folks are local or they have a big group they would like to be trained, we always work with our hubs to see would it be better off for them to do it, or should we just have the naloxone delivered right to your door?
And I'm going to say to our HR folks today, let's get KXAN trained.
I think that would be a fantastic idea.
Absolutely.
I will come back personally.
Thank you, Nick. And thank you for what it is you do. We both appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Really, you're awesome.
Oh, I'll take that. Naloxone Texas is making free kits and overdose response training available. For more details, visit naloxonetexas.com. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Rosedale Acupuncture and Wellness. Linda Gann was stuck on the couch, losing hope and constantly in pain. But that changed when she came to Rosedale Acupuncture and Wellness. Dr. Lucas Brown is here to tell us more. And Dr. Brown, if we can, start by telling me what was going on with Linda when she came in to see you.
Yeah, so Linda was like most of our patients. They've tried everything else. A lot of our patients have tried surgeries, medications, implants, nothing still worked for them. Linda is one of our neuropathy patients, which is the #1 thing we treat here. And along with that comes a whole host of other problems that we treat at the same time.
Let's go ahead and take a listen to Linda in her own words.
Before I found Rosedale Acupuncture, I had several medical problems. Arthritis and neuropathy were two of the ones that I had. And I was in a lot of pain, and traditional medicine was not curing those problems. Since I started the acupuncture with Rosedale, my neuropathy is probably 50% better. My arthritis pain is 90 to 95% gone. I have some wounds, and they have been doing ozone treatments on, and they are healing much more rapidly. I had no sense of taste, and now I have about 90% sense of taste. I ended up laying on the couch more than I did exercising, and now I've started back with my exercise programs. Dr. Brown is very, very pleasant and friendly also. I couldn't ask for a better place or clinic to go to. It's worth a try. If you're in pain and nothing else is working, I would try it.
We just heard Linda there describe pain from arthritis and neuropathy that just traditional medicine could not help. Is that pretty common?
It's pretty common. I mean, we look at the body through a different lens than Western medicine. A lot of times Western medicine is very siloed. You know, everyone focuses on their own thing. So it's kind of like a single note on the piano. Whereas here, we don't rely on just acupuncture. We also include more cutting edge therapies.
I also heard Linda mention wound care. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
A lot of times we have wounds that just aren't healing, and we could really speed up that process. Ozone therapy, we use it a lot for wound care, but we also use it for eye conditions, brain fog, long COVID. But for wound care, it really outperforms anything else. Come in for a conversation. You know, I have been doing this long enough that if I feel like I can help you, I'll give you a good idea of exactly what treatment will look like and what outcomes you might possibly receive.
All right, Dr. Brown, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Call now to schedule your free consultation with Dr. Brown at 512-623-1996. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Rosedale Acupuncture and Wellness. This segment is sponsored by Plexiderm.
Good morning, everybody. Hey, you know, we have a birthday every single year, and I think it's on that day that you really start thinking, oh no, the time is passing. But that may not necessarily be the reason that you're looking a little bit older when you take a little peek in the mirror. It's a virtual world. We're just seeing a whole lot more of ourselves nowadays. And nobody knows that better than our friend Scott DeFalco, who's going to tell us a little bit more about Plexiderm this morning. Scott, hello.
Rosie, great to be with you. Yeah, those birthdays, they seem to come quicker every year. The number goes up, and people have the misconception that just because they're getting older, or maybe that they have too many wrinkles, that they can't deal with them, and that's just not true. With Plexiderm's new rapid reduction serum, we're going to reduce the appearance of all the key signs of aging in less than 10 minutes, Rosie. It is the in the moment, I need results now product, and it's completely topical. That's why people love it, but we're going to jump right into the before and after pictures so people can see how effective this product will be.
Absolutely. In fact, this is one of my favorite things to do is, like, you know, when you're on Amazon or something like that, I want to see the before and afters. So this is going to be one of my favorite versions.
The proof isn't in the pudding, it's in the pictures.
It's in the pictures. Okay, we got Laura, we got Penny, we got Rose.
Three lovely ladies right here that are dealing with issues, especially around the mouth. You can see it with Penny, and you can imagine how she felt after she put Plexiderm's rapid reduction serum on. I mean, it's a dramatic improvement, and to see it on your screen is pretty amazing, but to be there and witness it in person like I was, Rosie, it's mind-blowing. The people feel so much better about themselves, and all they do is put a small amount on that problem area, wait 10 minutes, and they're seeing the results you're seeing on the screen.
Absolutely. It's incredible that that's not retouched. It's incredible that we're just talking product photos. It's crazy stuff. Let's talk about Maria, Rita, Samantha.
This is actually my favorite montage, Rosie, because the reason why people originally turned to Plexiderm was for the three-dimensional bag. Now, these are three different ladies in three completely different age groups, spanning about 25 years. They have the dark circles, they have the under eye bags, but it didn't matter how old or young they were or the issues that they had. You can see what Plexiderm did for them. It completely got rid of the dark circles, and the under eye bag. So people can get these issues at any age, really, even in their 20s, depending on genetics, lifestyle choices. Maybe they have allergies, didn't get enough sleep, but it does not matter with Plexiderm. It does not discriminate. We take care of all age groups for men and women.
I'm glad you brought up men as well, because our next montage includes Mona, Carol, and now we've got a man in the mix. We've got Don.
My guy, Don, I love Don, and he had the forehead lines that he was dealing with, the deep set forehead lines, Mona with the under eye bags, and Carol with the laugh lines around her eyes and those crow's feet. I wanted to talk to the guys right now, Rosie, because there's a misconception out there, again, for the men that, they can't get female products, or, that they shouldn't use them and this and that. That is out the window, fellas. It's okay for you to take care of yourself and look better. And for that, you're going to want to use products like this, or what people normally refer to as women's products. They're not just for women, they're for everybody. The men make up a big part of our fan base with Plexiderm, because with our new serum, it goes on clear. So there's no chalky white residue, so men can put it on. It's like a moisturizer. It goes right into your skin. So that's one of the reasons why men love it. And for the females out there, the number one question I get, the number one question I get is, do you have any free samples? And the second question I get is, does this work with makeup? And again, it works great with makeup because it goes on clear. So ladies, if you're watching right now, put Plexiderm on a clean, dry face, wait 10 minutes, then use oil-free makeup as normal. I want to stress that, because anything that has oil in it will counteract the effectiveness of Plexiderm. So put on oil-free makeup, and you're going to get up to 10 hours with the results, Rosie. That's another thing people love about this product.
Amazing. Okay, our last little set here, Ellen, Robin, Jill.
These are three different ladies again. This is a perfect example of how Plexiderm's new serum is working on all the key signs of aging. They had more than one issue they were dealing with. So it's not just the under eye bag. Again, it's the forehead lines, it's the crow's feet, it's those pesky laugh lines around your mouth, and also a real underappreciated part of your body that with aging is an issue, Rosie, loose skin under your neck. That's a big one. And the reason why this serum is so effective is because we've added peptides and collagen to the formula. So we're talking moisture in your skin, we're talking firmness. That's why you're seeing that nice, youthful, glowing look in the before and afters. And again, that's why this product is lasting so long, up to 10 hours with the results. As I stated earlier, that's because of the collagen we put in the new formula.
Let's talk about other reasons why Plexiderm has such a huge fan base.
Number one, for me, or at least from what I've heard, completely topical. No painful injections or expensive doctor visits. People don't have to go through that. There's three things in life I'm afraid of, Rosie. Number one is sharks. Number two are snakes. Number three are needles. So when you look online and they say, oh, you can do minimally invasive procedures. Anything that involves putting a needle into my face is majorly invasive. So the fact that we don't have to do that with this product is the number one thing people love about it the most. The fact that it works so quickly and the fact that it lasts so long. That's really what's differentiating this product.
Not only that, you guys always try to make it special. You have something special going on right now.
This is our biggest discount ever. So this is the Plexiderm 6 application trial pack. Okay, I'm holding it in my hand right here. You can see the 6 applications. So right now, Rosie, this is $14.95. plus free shipping with a 30-day money-back guarantee from the day you receive it. But trust me, you're not going to need to use that. You're going to love this product. We also, if you want to just dive into getting a full bottle, we have 50% off a full bottle of Plexiderm, or maybe if you've been a user before and want to start up again. It's really two different options that are great. But this trial pack, if you just want to try it to see how effective it'll be for you, it's very affordable. Again, $14.95 plus free shipping. The only way to get that deal is to call that 1-800 number that's right there on your screen. That's 1-800-727-6719. You are a phone call away from forgetting about the number on your birthday. You're going to look 10 to 20 years younger in just 10 minutes.
Makes it easy to say yes, Scott. We always appreciate your time and your charisma. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Great to be with you as always, Rosie.
You can try Plexiderm today for just $14.95 with no automatic shipping by visiting plexidermtrial.com or by calling 1-800-727-6719. You will also receive free shipping by ordering right now. Again, go to plexidermtrial.com or call 1-800-727-6719. This segment is sponsored by Plexiderm.
Following the release of their brand new album, Maroon 5 are hitting the road this fall for the Love Like This US tour, and they're coming right here to Austin live from the Moody Center. So joining me now are lead singer Adam Levine and guitarist James Valentine. What's up, guys? How are you?
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good. Pumped to be speaking with you both. So I'm really excited about this album. And Adam, I know that you recently said that this album feels very authentic to kind of who Maroon 5 is and kind of returning to your roots in a sense. So tell me a little bit about the album and then what kind of makes it stand out in today's ongoing kind of ever-changing music scene.
You know, I think that for this album, we're very focused on just doing what felt right and in the moment and not kind of not paying too much attention to what was happening in out there in music and doing what we wanted to do and making the sounds that we wanted to make and having it be that simple. I mean, not having an agenda as far as what we wanted to achieve, you know, with the record, and I kind of started getting way into like these amazing samples that we were digging up and working with those and like kind of early 2000s kind of vibes of sample-based music and writing to that and having so much fun writing to these old songs and, you know, adding my own flair and James putting his thing on top of it, like just like really cool, weird ways of doing it that we just have never explored before. So it was just kind of like in that way, I think it's a really pure expression. So we're creatively just really, really happy with the way it came out.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's a really unique album. One of the things that stands out to me is some of the collabs that are featured on this piece, including names like Lisa and Lil Wayne. So can you kind of tell me how some of those maybe collabs or duos came to be?
You know, it's funny, like Lisa was one of those things that just serendipitously, it's kind of like, she was just the person that I thought would be perfect for the record. I'm like, man, like she's got her whole vibe, like what she encompasses and who she is just really fits this song and the song's sentiment and the whole vibe and feel of it. And so like, we were just super happy when she said yes. It just seemed like a great fit. It was natural. Her verse killed and she did a great job and just like I don't know that's kind of in the vein of the album too, like that just was all very easy and came together very easily and she was like our first choice. It was just okay, this is perfect. Wayne had actually done I'd done a hook for one of his songs a few years ago, and so it was kind of just like, you know, getting each other back and like he was super down to do it. He loved the song and yeah, super easy.
Yeah, I love it. Well, James, can you tell me kind of what fans can look forward to with this fall tour? Because you guys are going to a lot of big cities.
Yeah, I mean, we're really looking forward to getting back out on the road because, of course, the last couple of years we've done our Vegas residency, which was an incredible experience, but we're looking forward to actually seeing the fans and seeing the country again. And I think what fans can expect, you know, we're out promoting a new record, but we certainly want to play all of the fan favorites, and we want a show that is all killer and no filler. So if you come out, I don't think you'll be disappointed. You're going to hear your favorite songs, and we just have a great time. And if you've never seen us live, it's a different experience than the albums. So
yeah, it's a rock show.
It's a rock show.
And
yeah.
People also, we've always wanted to make arenas feel intimate and personable and kind of connect with, because it can be so hard to do that in an arena setting. So like we've been doing it for so long that that's what we've been focusing on the whole time is like making it feel like a club, making it feel like a theater, making it feel small. And I think that we've gotten good at it. And I think that it's really just one of those amazing, fun, incredible experiences for everyone involved, including us. We love it so much.
And an all-encompassing experience. I think that's really good. Now, James, I like how you said all killer, no filler, but that leads me to my next question, which is there a particular song that you all just get super like buzzed about to be able to perform, and then maybe a song that you kind of like dread performing? I just have to imagine, as guys who have been doing this as long as you have, that you maybe have particular feelings about certain songs in your catalog.
I've loved and hated certain songs because some songs are really hard to sing. That's my own perspective, but I mean, what do you think?
I mean, well, you know, it's such a predictable answer, but my favorite song to perform has always been This Love. I just love the feeling of the room once we go into that. As far as songs to play, so we do an acoustic version of She Will Be Loved, and I love that song, and I love the connection that fans have with it. Sometimes I'm playing, you know, the opening chords of the songs, and then Adam will speak extemporaneously for 25-30 minutes, who knows.
Obviously. Good word.
And so I'm just sitting there holding the chords, so sometimes that becomes a physical challenge.
He gets annoyed.
I get a little bit annoyed.
Oh, I have to play the chords for a little bit longer. I'm James. I'm a baby. I like to talk, you know. I like to shake it up. I like to see how the audience is doing. I gotta check out.
No, it's great.
I gotta take the temperature. I gotta take the pulse of the audience. You know, you gotta give me a little bit of time. You gotta play those chords. You know, maybe you can stop every once in a while.
Yeah, my fingers just get a little.
You should just maybe sometimes you should just stop and be like, I'm not doing this until you stop talking.
I don't. The fans deserve better than that.
You should just work your calluses, make them a little bit more reinforced.
Sounds like you guys might need some couples therapy to work this out a little bit.
Never listening to me.
Okay, guys, well, I'm curious to know as well, you know, as I mentioned, you've been doing this a long time and you've kind of kept up with your success in so many ways. So how do you feel like you've been able to stay true to who you guys are?
You know, this right here.
Yeah.
This. See this? This is how we do it.
Repair. After our. Yes.
Are you comfortable with this?
No, I'm gonna hold it.
You know, we argue, we fight, but at the end of the day, we come together.
That's right.
This is my brother. I love him so much. He's not actually my brother, but he's like my brother.
Get it. Yeah. Well, guys, my final question for you. What kind of impact do you hope this album has on your fans?
I hope a good one. I mean, I like to project and think that it will be a great impact on our fans. Everyone seems so. Yeah, I mean, we're super happy. It's one of my favorite albums that we've made, and because it's us, it's just us.
Yeah, I love that. Well, of course, fans can listen to Love Like This on all music streaming platforms, and you can catch Maroon 5 live from the Moody Center right here in Austin on November the 4th. Adam, James, thank you guys so much.
We have a lot of fun here on Studio 512. If you missed any of our great segments, be sure to check out our website where we like to post the fun things we do. Our feed covers content like arts and entertainment, food and drink, fashion and beauty, home and garden, stuff for kids and pets, as well as information from area experts. In addition, you can check out web-exclusive content that you can only find on Studio512TV.com. We also love to post behind-the-scenes funny moments, outfit inspirations, and more on social media. Find us by searching for Studio 512 on your favorite platform. You don't want to miss a single post. Be sure to follow us, check out our website, and watch us every weekday at 11 a.m. right here on CW Austin. Content segments during Studio 512 were paid for by Austin Habitat for Humanity Restore, Plexiderm, and Rosedale Acupuncture and Wellness.